Hello everyone and welcome back. Adjust my volume here on the music. Today I'm just going to be messing around with my Wyvern, maybe playing other characters. Don't really have any specific plans today, but just hanging out, playing a game that I enjoy, farming some silver, and yeah, nothing real specific going on. But I thought I would kind of just play with my Mage Tamer, who I don't play very often. Let's see if I can get this volume setting here correct. There we go. Let's see what's going on here with my vendor. It's 8 gold now, huh? Must have sold some stuff. Down to the 3 horses, getting low on horses there. I've sold all my +1. Oh, wow. Okay. You know what? I think I've pretty much... I might be sold out. +1 Constitution necklaces are a real popular thing. Wow. Okay. I guess the value on those went up just a little bit. I had so many, I was just trying to get rid of them. Okay, I was going to talk to him a little longer, but he took off. So I can't replace those. Whoa, lag spike. Oh! My reagents sold. Probably worth restocking that. I got so many. It's about half of what I got sitting here on the table. It's like 6,000, 6,000, 6,000, 4,000. Obviously I use a lot more ginseng. Alright, well, let's go fart around with this character. Let's go try to do something crazy. That was easy. And the wyvern seems to be keeping up today. Sometimes I feel like I just leave them in the dust. No, they're starting to leave them in the dust now. What's up, Derp? Yeah, it'd be really cool if the wyverns had like a charge ability. A level 126, I play on the Azure Sky server. It'd be kind of neat if they had like one stage higher than this. I mean, I guess a dragon, but require all slots, so you had to run around on foot. I'd do it. So when you have it, you'd have a stealther, hiding stealther tamer. What's the clan DOA? So DOA is more a collective of people. It was kind of started by Marquee Dragon, and it's just kind of a general guild where you can find a place to start. And I find it to be a really relaxing, streamer-friendly guild, so I'm not too worried about doing anything crazy, you know, with the guild or revealing any secret information, because they really don't do anything in a sense. We are an alliance, so we do participate in the alliance stuff, but I don't really stream alliance stuff. Oh. Is there benefits to being the clan? There's guild chat. You can have shared space. So there's a lot of guild things that aren't really implemented yet. And a lot of that is like the guild territory control meta. So I know that's coming. So, I mean, guilds are pretty limited at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it right now, Derp. And I mean, that's good enough for me. I mean, you make it what it is, basically. My daughter's next to me playing Fortnite screaming. Oh, too far away to get it. Yeah, there's definitely way more organized guilds than DOA. I mean, we do have a centralized area where there's a lot of crafting tables and stuff, but we haven't really focused. We just let people do what they want to do. But there is, you know, 500 people or more in DOA, and it's open invite. Yeah, and over time they're going to add a lot of tools and stuff. I can see that happening. But that's not the important thing, in my opinion. Yeah, guild towns are really cool. So that would be really neat if somebody put like a... Because like a 30 by 30 is the biggest plot you can have. So I think it'd be really neat if there was like a 30 by 30 and like 4 of them put together. Had like 4 roads going into the center community area, and then a bunch of crafting stations around that center area. There's a lot of cool things you can do currently. Oh, so is that like an actual Drake? Is it like stuck? So I think I found a way to hit mobs that are stuck in corners. And I think if you do this... Okay, for some reason it's not hitting him. I've done it before though. Let's try that again. Okay, maybe not. I've done it before, it seems like. I really hate those poison beetles. But I think they drop sickly eyes, I think. Oh man, I didn't bring mana potions. So I wish I got a little more Beast Mastery gains doing this. I mean, it's like... Yeah, those rune arches I think can go over the edge. They actually look pretty darn cool. So on those the four entrance ways on a 30 by 30, you could use those 4 triple arches on the outside. It'd be cool if they had walls or something like that besides just wooden fences.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Staunch? Hey, and thanks for the host, man. Much appreciated. These Gorgons are nasty. How do you move your bars? Like your life bar? You can click your name now and then just move it. Beast Mastery game! It's one of the best things that came out of that last patch. I get a short bow and some other junk. Oh, submerge him. Out. Why are you on me? Wow, that Gorgon just shot me the whole time. These beetles kind of fuck up my wyvern because the poison really ticks on him. I can't really heal him very well with that poison going on. Ooh, +3 wisdom. What's the main stats do you pursue to become a Beastmaster aside from, of course, Beastmaster, Animal Taming, and Animal Lore? There's an actual Beast Mastery skill. And this is what it says. Is your ability to effectively command your pets in battle, granting a bonus to their damage. How much it actually gives you? I don't really know. Come on, don't be scared. Oh, so you can use healing and vigor, or you can use magic, and I use magic basically as my main healing ability. Yeah, so I'm straight mage. Straight mage tamer currently. O'Connell's down here, huh? Cool. I didn't know this guy. It's good to meet him. Yeah, as a vigor healer, you use bandages, correct. Well, it's good to know that I've never really actually gone this far by myself with my wyvern, so it's kind of good to know I can go this far. No, just one. I mean, you can stable them, so you can tame more and put them in stables. So I have some backup wyverns. The Gorgon's kicking its ass. Yeah, that got nasty for a moment. Yeah, the wyvern is the best beast at the moment. So they want to do a lot of changes to taming. I mean, there's a lot of system in this game that are in, but really need some love and some fleshing out. And pretty much everything you do, you kind of get that feeling that it's there, it's working, but it needs a lot of loving. And taming is one of those things that they really need to flesh out. And I believe their plans are to give creatures abilities, make different creatures at different levels more viable for different reasons. You know, there should be a reason why you'd want a scorpion that would maybe poison things versus a spider that might be able to, you know, web things. I don't know. But they have talked about doing changes to taming to make it a little more interesting. But again, they have a lot of other things on their plate. I believe the Steam launch, the Frozen Tundra launch, there's a lot of things that they're focusing on that I think are more important than going through and doing things. So taming is extremely low to level, especially, well, let's put it this way. Taming for me, I got to 80 pretty quickly. Any skill in the game, you can get to 80 pretty quickly. Once you reach 80, it is a grind. Even with my mace fighting, I had to do those specific missions and just beat on these specific mobs for a while. And it definitely took a bit for me to feel like I could get some gains. And some days I'd get 2 or 3 gains. And now taming, you really need to be in the right area. You need to really move around, and you really need to tame like the top 5 mobs that you can tame. And I tamed grizzlies, great hearts, coyotes, black wolf, and one of elks. So I tamed those 5 things. And by doing that, I pretty much went from 80 to 94.1, which was the first level needed to tame a wyvern. And then after that point, I'm at 95 now because I've tamed several wyverns. So I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think that's just how it is. So you need to go, what I did, or what I ended up doing, is I used horses for my for my attack pets, and you can have 5 horses out at a time. And I would make 5 horses attack something and tank it, and then I would shoot spells at it. Oh, here we go again. God damn, it's on me again? What the hell? Shoot me with arrows. So I'd make my horses kill things. And when a horse dies, I would just summon another one out of my backpack, because you have like 10 or 15 horse statues, right? So horses, you can just summon another one and make that one attack. And then summon the other one and make that one attack. And just do that and just go through horses as fast as you can. And even if you want to, like I was doing at the beginning, is I skinned every single horse that died. It'll make your beast mastery go up too. And so I skinned every single horse that died and I saved it. And I had quite a bit of leather, and I was able to level my fabricator from 30 to 50 just by tanning hides. Alright, I gotta get my guy up here. Yeah, exactly, Derp. It would be fun if you could do like group jam sessions. Like, to me, that's something that makes playing music a ton of fun in a video game, is a group jam session. Hopefully they do that. But bards are confirmed based off of, oh, I think you were in that, I think I saw you in that live stream, Derp. The Q&A. They confirmed bards are definitely in. Necromancies are still on the fence. Ooh, that thing's still attacking me. Like, that's amazing, those Gorgons. They have a semi-bit of intelligence to be like, yeah, we know who's controlling the wyvern. And if I eliminate the wyvern or the controller, I think I'm kind of at my I think I'm at my end here. Yeah. So, what was it? Dark Age of Camelot had some of the best bard things I've ever experienced. Was Dark Age of Camelot. Yep. Well, that was a successful dungeon run. I did not expect that. As a just starting player, what should I look for starting? Making money for my first rigs? It depends on what you really want to do. So what I started out my character was a tamer. This character, I started out tamer mage, but I mostly did taming, and I used taming as a way to make money. And eventually I accumulated enough rigs along the way, or the reagents, by unlocking bandit chests and doing certain things like that, that I was able to start casting spells. And so that was my choice. So I think the best way to do it is to do it if you're having fun. And if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong. Because the goal is to enjoy the journey, in my opinion, not just find the easiest or the best way to get there and not enjoy the experience. So there's plenty of areas on the map that do support low-level characters, including in PvP zones. So my suggestion is to do what you enjoy doing, and you'll have fun leveling, and that's the best way. And you can always change your skills, your attributes at any point in time by just dropping them down. So if you wanted to get rid of anything, you can just take this slider and you can drop it to 0. and then boom. Hey, what's up, Dula? I didn't see you sneak in here. Scrolling back. So lumberjacking is a cool thing to get into if you're into lumberjacking. There's also lumberjacking, you could be a carpenter and make carpentry goods. There's work order deeds that help you learn carpentry. A lot of the in-game furniture is carpentry. So Alan, I would pick property first. It's all about location, location, location. Once you can get your location set up and you get the size house you want, then go for a house. Houses are nice because you can share between accounts, but if you make the wrong decision and choose a bad location, you choose a bad house size, you'll regret it. So I chose an okay location, and my house size I'm a little disappointed in, and part of it is because I didn't expand right away. And if I would have been able to move one square over right up against this tree, I would have been able to have a bigger house. And I didn't plan well enough to do that, but I wanted to do that. But what happened is this person here put a property and then moved their property too close to mine, and so now I can't expand anymore. So I think I'm one square shy from getting a bigger house. Now housing, there's a big thing about housing. You should really see how many secure containers they can have. I can only have 3 secure containers with this house, and I run into space issues all the time, especially trying to keep my vendor stocked. Now, I basically keep maybe 1 set of armor on hand. I stack a lot of things up here on the table to save space, and I lock them down, so it looks kind of cool as a decoration, but that's actually helped me with my storage. So I've ran out of storage space with this house. I'm doing the best I can, and unfortunately, I don't think there's any house that will fit in this property size that will work. Is gathering more profitable or dungeons? So I would say they're both very profitable. It really just depends on the risk you take. So dungeons, you're in a PvP area. If you want to go get good resources, you have to go to a PvP area. And in both situations, you can die and lose everything that you've worked for and everything you've taken with you. So there is risk versus reward in both situations. Again, if you don't enjoy doing it, you're not gonna. It's not worth doing it for money. So I typically try to find things that I like doing that also make me money in return. So I made 87 silver on that run. I didn't even realize that. That's about it. I didn't get anything else. Oh, I got the +3 wisdom necklace that I put on. I got some, looks like some reagents. Some vile blood. No, so I've only played 40 minutes, and I think 10 minutes of it was traveling. So I think in 30 minutes I made 87 silver. So a guild house is basically, they have really bad permissions right now. So a guild house is a free-for-all. If you put something in there and expect somebody to be nice and share, it may not happen. So I think they need to have a little more better permission systems if you're going to try to utilize a guild house for specific people to do things. but there is no real reason, I think, to store all your stuff at a guild house. Yeah, and bigger houses cost more per for rent and stuff. So like, let's see, where's my mailbox. So my house area is kind of short and skinny. So it's a 14 by 23. I extended the front yard a little bit because I wanted to have this front yard so I could put stuff down like my bindstone and certain things here in the front. And it's 14 wide by 23 long. And weekly tax rate is 1 gold, 2 silver. So it takes 4 gold, 8 silver per month in taxes. So to me, that's a really reasonable amount to spend. Considering I just made 87 silver in like 30 minutes or something like that, or 40 minutes. I almost paid for a week's worth of rent and that one run to the dungeon. But again, it does help having this wyvern. I definitely wouldn't have been able to kill those as a mage myself. That's for sure. It's very low expense, pretty much. So is the event officially over, or is the event still going on? No. So taming is actually animal control, or animal taming actually determines if you can control the wyvern or not. Animal lore determines whether you can control other animals, I believe, or certain specific animals. So it is possible to have animal lore and healing and be an animal tamer, and I think some people can tame pets and give them to you, but I think it's very limited in what it could be. Tamer is currently the best PvE in the game, yes. The problem is that I'm having with my tamer currently is that at 95 taming, it doesn't always listen to me, and it puts me into trouble sometimes where he's not listening and I have to just run away. And he does guard me really well, but I've been in certain situations where he's put me at risk. And mainly because I'm focusing on him. So I do have several other characters. I do have a lockpicking mace fighter who I've played quite a bit. And he used to be my treasure hunter. Now he just unlocks fishing maps and does treasure hunting runs inside dungeons. And he's a 5-way GM besides his lockpicking, which is about 82. So that's my other character that I play. And then I have a stealth archer who is basically a light armor stealth archer that I play, who is I'm still working on. And then I have a crafter that I'm also working on. So treasure hunting in this game works very similar to Ultima Online, where you find a map, you decipher the map, it tells you a location. You go to that location and then you look at the map and it gives you more specifics. You dig up that map and you get a treasure chest. Not only that, but monsters spawn. So you have to defeat the monsters. Then the chest opens, then you can loot the chest, or you can pick the chest while fighting the monsters and loot the chest. Then they also have fishing treasure maps that work very similar, except for no monsters spawn, and you have to go find the stream, the lake, the ocean that this treasure map leads you to, and then you fish up the treasure map, and then you can lockpick it. There is chests and dungeons, so the last chest or dungeon update, they added second levels to dungeons, and there was quite a few chests in the original dungeons. With this new update, they kind of unintentionally, I think, nerfed the dungeons too hard, and the chests are kind of missing. How do you dual log accounts? You have to have 2 emails to make 2 accounts, unfortunately. Yes. You have to buy 2 accounts, and at this time, you have to have 2 different emails. Oh, I have 135 arrows. Yeah, exactly. So Derp a Legend, a lot of people stopped working on lockpicking and dropped it. I was like, man, I put a lot of energy into it. I feel it's kind of like taming, bro. It took me quite a while to get, I think I have 82 or 83 lockpicking. That was a grind. And I used to just crawl dungeon, and do treasure map. Yeah, light armor is kind of neat. Yeah. So apparently they're going to fix it. And see, the other thing, though, is I still do sea-encrusted maps, which I still require 72, or shell-encrusted maps. And so I still have my fishing map collection. So I have a bunch of rum stain that I need to do. This is all fishing maps here for me. Yeah, I've gotten into a couple of the newer chests, but unfortunately the ones I got into I couldn't see because they were bugged. So the chest situation definitely is going to and does need lots of love. Strayed, what's up, man? Okay, so I need to get a little more ginseng. Got slapped down on my table. I knew that was going to happen. Alan, so they do have GMs going around policing that at this time. It is kind of frustrating, but I would just ignore it. I mean, that's all you can really do. At one time I was at Pyros Landing and I was fishing at the docks, and there was a fisherman next to me macroing, and he was so full all his treasure maps are falling on the ground. So I just kept picking them up and putting them in my backpack. I got quite a few treasure maps by going back and checking that guy's location. And I did it about 4 days in a row. On the 5th or 6th day, he wasn't there anymore. So maybe he was done, or I don't know, maybe he got busted, but I got a lot of maps off of him. So here's my house location. It's pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's like the best location in the world, but I'm actually pretty stoked to be in this area because so there's the map here. A-Level, thanks for the follow, man. So this map right here, there's 2 areas that aren't quite open yet. So the next expansion that they're doing when Steam launches is the Frozen Tundra, which is this area here. And then they have what I think is called the Outer Lands, I believe. And that's what's going to be here. And so being right here, I feel like I'm right in the center of the map, pretty much. Or, you know, where the most action's going to be. So it'll be interesting to see what goes on here up in that Frozen Tundra. And looking at this area here, you can kind of see there's some kind of crystal cave there, it looks like. There's like a big lake. Looks like there's a forest here. Lots of mountains, another forest right there. A couple little forests here. So yeah, It's going to be neat exploring new lands. There's also 4 character slots per account. I believe they have plans to add more. Whether it's in their cash shop or their loyalty shop, I don't really care. But I'd like to have at least 1, maybe 2 more character slots. And I don't really want 2 accounts. So Fluter, I was actually going to go down to... There was an event that happened this weekend, and I don't know if it's still going on. And I kind of hope it's over, but I have a feeling it's still going on. So there's this ghost at a gate. And he's the one that would tell you the locations of where basically these hordes of monsters and stuff were that would drop these shards. And I thought the event was over, and I played around a little bit at lunch today, and I was getting more shards. So, is the ghost guy still here? He is. Oh, so you can only turn in relic fragments now. Okay, give me one of those. Okay, yeah, I'll take that. Oh, I don't have enough. That's what I was going down there to check. Alright, so let's go someplace else. I've been kind of meaning to go here and farm, but the event's kind of been messing it up. Let's hope it's still not messed up from this event. Is the Pirate Grotto back to normal, boys? Yes. I would say taming is one of the hardest ones next to lockpicking. The reason why I feel lumberjacking is easier because you can just kind of mindlessly just mindlessly chop stuff. Like, I can easily do it kind of at work, like semi-AFK. It does take a while to GM, but yeah, you can pretty much do it right in town. Yeah, exactly. I love documentaries. No, there is no veterinary in UO. So you would use healing and vigor to be able to heal them with bandages. Oh, what's this? Oh, I thought I saw an orange guy. There's a fell dude fighting a bunch of mobs. Look at that dude. Oh shit, is he gonna die? Ant Girl's still alive, man. Ant Girl's a beast. I could try if I was a PvPer. And you do lose karma and you can go red from killing players. The problem with trying to kill somebody with the wyvern is the wyverns are too slow. So you pretty much have to let the wyvern kill you. Pretty much. What, Ant Girl's now punching things? Seems like there's a lot of mobs up there. They're left over from the event. Oh, look like that. What's the legend pirate spawning? So the event's over, but there's still, these dudes are spawning. And the shitty part is that these big dudes right here, they don't even drop anything. But these are like it's like leftover from the event. They're not supposed to be here. Or to be spawning, basically. Yeah, nothing on that corpse. Nothing. Look, there's another one. At least give me beast mastery gains. Come on. Like, I don't think these are supposed to be here anymore. Beast Mastery is the this ability right here. Effectively command your pets in battle and also grants bonus damage to your pets. And you get it by using your pets and making them attack things. One thing I noticed about this place too, let's see here, is you can just like sit in here and none of these mobs can get to you. Only people with teleport can get here. What I miss? About 1 second left. Okay, how about now? That spot was a little overcamped and it's still bugged out from the event, so don't really feel like camping that. And it looks like I'm at my kind of 1 hour mark. Just called to dinner, so I think I'm probably going to end my stream tonight where I'm at. Again, I appreciate everyone hanging out with me. Thanks for being here, Derp, chatting it up. It's always appreciated you being in the channel. And you guys are awesome. Thanks for being here. Check links below my stream if you'd like to support the channel. Always much appreciated, but of course just being here chatting it up is the only reason why I stream, is because I think it's a ton of fun to share games that I love with people, chat about them, answer questions, and help new players. So that's the main reason why I do it. Again, thank everyone for being here. End of the stream short and sweet. I'll be back on my scheduled time. I think Wednesday is my next scheduled time. Most likely we'll be doing some more Legends of Aria. And as always, keep on gaming. We'll see you guys next time.